afternoon.
How's it going with regards to your performance these days?
Good. Everything is okay.
Very good. These days, I've received a couple of positive feedbacks from our colleagues with regards to how you coach them in terms of if they approach you for cross training, if they need any kind of guidance with regards to their career advancement, and you being very handy in terms of helping people in busy operations, for example, F&B, something outside on the beach. Good. So here I want to discuss a couple of performance development that you could probably look at. Is that the good time to discuss?
Yes, it is.
Okay, very good. Would you care for anything to drink? Maybe a glass of water?
No.
Okay, you're fine?
Yes, I am fine.
Okay. Good, then let's start. So this discussion between us with regards to your performance discussion should go 15 to 20 minutes maximum. Okay. During which I will look at what are areas that you can improve and look at focusing so that in the future you improve on them. And then I'll let you set goals and what could you do, or how could you help yourself to fix all this concerns or development area.
Okay.
During our discussion, it is both way, me asking you questions, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions. I'll be taking notes for future references if there's any, and I want you also to take notes so that we keep track and monitor as and when it is required. And just to let you know, this will be purely a self-directed approach. Basically, you tell me how could you improve on areas that needs to be improved. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any questions till now?
No question.
Okay, very good. So let's then move on. Today I want to discuss on your communications that you do via email, could be on notice board, but let's focus more on sending emails, correspondence to people in general in FRRS. Lately it was identified that any email that was sent out, for instance, if there is an attachment and there's an attachment should be attached with the email and the attachment missing, or could be some small grammar errors. Okay, if there is something like this that's happening in the past, what step would you want to take to make sure this does not happen?
Before sending the email, has to be checked properly.
Okay, very good.
And if it really needs, if doubtful, I should call someone, another person to read, just to look at it.
Okay, very good. Was there any recent communication that you had challenges in sending through to people?
Challenges, yeah, but there was
maybe something missed out.
I missed out the date. I mean, I just put instead of Monday, I put Tuesday because I looked into the wrong calendar date.
Okay. Very good. How frequency did this happen? Or does that happen every time, or
not that much? It's not every time, but if I am being distracted, you know, I'm doing email, writing a mail, but then someone will just come and then distract you, then I completely forget what am I thinking. Then it's one of the reasons. Yeah.
Okay, distraction is one of the reasons. Okay, now how could you avoid, or what could you do? Maybe the distraction does not happen, or maybe even if the distraction happens, obviously if people want to see you, you might not be shutting door and saying not now. Maybe that does not look professional. Keeping in mind that you still entertain or encourage people to come to you, but then at the same time focus and not making any mistakes. So what can you do?
Maybe ask the person to just wait for a minute until I will finish, or I will ask them if it is very urgent and how important it is.
Okay, maybe ask them to come back later.
Yes,
very good.
come back later.
But then still you go back to your email and do your proper check before sending it. Brilliant. Okay, that's one area that I want to discuss, which is effective communication. So let's see, what step that you would want to take moving forward so that this email errors should not happen the next time?
Before sending the email,
Okay.
recheck the email.
Okay.
If there's any, if really needed a help and in doubtful, ask someone to read it for you before sending.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Another area that I want to explore is planning on a day-to-day. Now, was there any activities recently planned was not maybe fulfilled or not being able to facilitate?
DTC outing.
Okay. What about DTC outing?
Not all the DTC came on time or confirm on time on their
Was it-
confirmation for the
Was it something
attendance.
to do with purely planning from your end?
Planning from my end and also to the DTCs.
Okay. Let's speak about something specific to your role from your end.
From my end, getting the confirmations on time, training.
Okay. Was it delayed?
Yes.
Okay. So what different approach can you do to make sure you get the confirmation at the earliest?
To get maybe don't just rely on email.
Okay.
Call the people, call the person or the in charge directly, or see them directly in the office.
Go personally see them.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So that will help us help you, in fact, to make sure you get the confirmation on
On
time.
time, yeah.
Okay. Is there any other occasion that planning failed or did not work out?
Setting targets.
Setting targets in terms of be specific.
Setting targets on not targets on spot checks, OJT spot checks.
Alrighty,
Very
get it
good.
there. Okay, so spot checks and planning spot checks and the planning as per the plan, spot checks are not happening. Okay, what can you do to make sure that the spot checks takes place?
Have my calendar.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Or a reminder in the Outlook reminder.
A reminder for both
Mhm.
you as well as the DTCs
Yes.
or trainers in general. Okay, what else can you do to?
Plan ahead
Okay, how advanced in ahead?
a week before.
Okay.
A week.
Mhm.
What are the things that I need to do a week? The next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll follow it.
Mm-hmm. What other alternatives that you can think of?
Plan ahead.
What
put
about
in the
once you
calendar.
receive the calendar, you immediately mark that on your diary?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Or maybe. Okay. What else can you think of?
I'm using now the OJT calendar forever. I mean, I put one calendar, training calendar,
Mhm.
departmental training calendar.
Mhm.
I'm using that one now.
So that keeps you on track.
Yes.
Okay.
And every day I'm checking.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Good. So let's finalize of what we discussed in terms of effective communication. So let's say starting mid of March. Okay. Effective. Every email that you happen to send, check once and then maybe check twice. If something that needs to be improved, or if there is a need, if somebody has to maybe go through review before. Okay. And this is what you will start doing mid-March, and then maybe by end of March, let's sit down together and see how many did went through, and was there anything missed and concerned, so we can catch up again with, is there any need. So that will, so I want you to draw an action plan, yeah, saying what should happen from mid-March, and how do we meet up, and by when, to go through if there is any assistance further required. That's regards to your effective communication. And with planning and prioritizing your day-to-day activity, that as you said, with anything to get confirmation, not necessarily wait, call, instead maybe personally go walk by. So let's do this maybe for the next activity in the month of April.
April, yes.
Okay, so let's say beginning April, maybe mid-April or end of April, any activities, and let's see what is your follow-up and how do you go about doing this. And spot check, interesting. How about, let's say for the entire month of April, for whatever calendar activity that is planned for the departments in FRRS, just maybe give me 4 to 8 OJT spot checks, and how do you do the follow-ups. And if there's anything, let me know. So first April, maybe mid-April, we'll sit down for spot check, and first beginning April till the mid-April, we'll sit down to discuss till then what has happened, and if there's any kind of an activity, how follow up. Yeah, okay. And I'm sure you can do concentrate and be focused on how you can overcome this area for development. If there's any support that is needed in terms of maybe something that you missed or you do not understand, let me know. Okay, I'll be more than happy to support your performance gap, and I'm sure you will do a great job moving forward. All right. Good. So let's go back and continue what we were doing. Catch up. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you very much.